Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the long-awaited for Week 5 episode of Dude.
Pigskin.
I'm Tyler here with my host Peyton, and we're going to go ahead and start with last week's redraft matchups like we always do.
Heck yeah, dude.
First matchup was me versus Peter, unfortunately. Really not too much to say here.
I think there's a lot to say.
Not too much to say, if you ask me.
It's the biggest blowout in casual. 54-point loss.
My team continues to just be carried by my three running backs, David Johnson, Dalvin Cook, and Chris Carson. And then the entire rest of my team continues to let me down.
The Carsonist.
So Peter's team, on the other hand, Michael Thomas, 41.2 points. Matt Ryan, 32.9 points. Leonard Fournette, 23 points. Austin Eckler, 22 points. Solid performances all around there.
Is this the week that Melvin came back? Did he split carries with Eckler and he still got 22?
Good question. I think yes. Last week was his first week. This is going to be his second week.
Usually the second week is after the first, I would think.
I would have to check on that one, but I'll believe you for now.
Okay.
So, yeah, I benched Josh Allen because I didn't know how hard his dome got smoked. So that evidently came back to haunt me because Josh Allen had more points. However, no combination of any players in my starting lineup or my bench would have come even close to winning this game. So it's whatever, you know?
Yep.
It's whatever.
Both teams are undefeated and they're gnarly.
Fives football.
Yeah.
Peter was also the highest scorer of the week in redraft with 170.5 points. Congratulations, Peter. And we're going to move into our next matchup of Taylor versus Scopa. And I have half a mind to give this dumpster fire of the week right now.
Are you going to do it?
I'm going to do it. And let me tell you why. Taylor beats Scopa 107 to 92. Taylor moves up to 2 and 3. Scopa falls to 1 and 4. But Taylor's 107 points came in a rather dumpster fire way. So Taylor had Aaron Jones drop 49.2 points, almost half of his entire team's points, and still only dropped 107 points, which is abysmal.
Yeah. LaShawn McCoy, 2 points. OJ Howard, 2 points. Jacksonville defense, 4 points.
Aside from Aaron Jones, his next highest scoring player was his kicker with 13 points.
Kaimi.
Yep.
But he does win the Croho Award.
That is true. Aaron Jones is this week's recipient of the Isaiah Crowell Crow Nation Slam Sit-In Award for Best Running Back. And it's a shame that Taylor won this way, but he did. So congratulations, Taylor. Scopa just has to feel terrible because
looking not good for his draft price.
Because yeah, he's Scopa was sub 100 club, obviously 92.5. Just an ugly game for both teams. Had an off game. Yeah, exactly. Mahomes had an off game where he only got 18 points, which is,
which is funny to say, but
which is most people's what you want game.
Yeah.
But Scopa's bench also does not look good. Taylor's bench is there. There are players on it.
Dude, what about Carlos Hyde, bro?
I mean, yeah. He could have played Carlos Hyde.
Let's escape this matchup.
Yeah. Saquon's coming back, so Taylor will be in a better spot. But, yeah, just an ugly game. Ugly game all around. congrats to Taylor on the win. You barely deserve it, buddy. All right.
Jesus.
So next, you want to talk about this one? We've got Matt Rich beating Peyton, 167 to 147. Matt Rich moves up to 2-3. Peyton moves down to 2-3.
Baker Mayfield tried his best to lose this game for Matt Rich, but the gap was too.
I
too
did
big.
not even see that.
Baker Mayfield had 0 points.
Oh, man. Oh, but then you had the 0 from Mike Evans, so it kind of evens out in that regard. But Matt Rich putting up 167 with 0 QB points is disgusting.
Yeah, well, McCaffrey's doing McCaffrey things. Sony had a good week. And then just, Sutton. Oops, my mic. Sutton is just like consistently like good now for fantasy. Like Cortland Sutton's just a straight up solid flex.
Yeah, it definitely seems like Joe Flacco loves looking his way. And he had this hype since last season of whether or not he could develop into an actual wide receiver 1 for a team. And it looks like he's on his way there.
My defense could not carry me to victory. That was my highest scoring slot.
Oh, 35. That's nuts.
It's Philly D against the Jets because the Jets are a dumpster fire.
Oh, and then Marriage had Will Fuller on his bench too. Yeah. 53.7 points from Will Fuller. So if Matt Rich had played Will Fuller, we very well could have seen our first 200 piece.
I also didn't know that Gallup was back because I probably would have started him, to be honest. But at the same time, it would really be hard for me to pull Mike Evans out of that spot. But after 0, it's not anymore.
Yeah, for sure. Michael Gallup. Mike Evans is looking boom or bust, which is not what you wanted from Mike Evans when you were drafting him.
Yeah, he's looking crazy touchdown dependent right now. He's a deep ball guy, so I expected a little bit of inconsistency just like there is with Tyreek, but Tyreek can still put up numbers in every game, and Mike Evans is either 0 points or 9 million points.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so congrats to Matt Rich, slowly improving his all-time record as an owner, which I believe is 6-19, just for the record. But we'll talk about that later, as usual. So moving into the next matchup, Megan beats Alec 139 to 133 and secures her first victory of the season. Congratulations, Megan. Alec moves down to 1-4. Megan moves up to 1-4. And this was kind of a wild game.
Yeah. Battle of QBs.
Yeah, decently high-scoring game for both teams. Russell Wilson for Megan with 29.9 points. Deshaun Watson for Alec with 41.7 points.
Just a bonkers QB game. 5 passing touchdowns, 426 passing yards, and 47 rushing yards. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, and then on the other side, Russell Wilson had 4 passing touchdowns and 32 rushing yards. So both QBs, a little bit of rushing yards. That's good for fantasy.
She's got that Disley stack, too.
Oh, yeah, and the Disley stack paid off.
Yeah.
With 12.8 points.
Teams,
and then Alec, the thing that's definitely got him feeling bad is the fact that he played Greg Olsen, who dropped a 0 piece.
Did he get hurt?
No.
He's just bad?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up.
No problem. So congratulations to Megan for her first victory. We everyone's got to win now.
Oh yeah.
Everyone has at least one win. So congratulations to everyone. We've all won at least once. So that's great. Really good job, everybody. And then
we've all been winners in my heart.
We're going to move up to this brutal matchup between Maloney and Ariana. Maloney wins 101.3 to 98.6. Maloney moving up to 4-1. Ariana falling to 3-2.
You're
almost
about the -50.
Oh, actually, that's right. Ariana destroyed Maloney so hard that in the trash talk that he gets -50. So Maloney actually lost this game quite handsomely. So just keep that in mind moving forward. That should we just take 50 wins off Maloney's record?
Yes. I say Matt Rich and Maloney have to switch their record.
Okay, I think that's a good deal. That's solid. Kind of a brutal game for both teams here, obviously.
Edelman with a decent game. Brady with a decent game.
Yeah, Edelman and Brady. Maloney had Edelman. Ariana had Brady. Really the only two. And then I guess San Francisco D getting 19 is really good. But those are pretty much the only two that really popped off the screen. And the others were either decent or bad.
I didn't think San Francisco was like actually good, to be honest.
Oh, dude, their D is like in real life NFL. Their D is nuts.
Yeah, I just didn't think San Francisco because like they're just blowing up bad teams, but like they kind of stomped the Browns.
Dude, they I know it's been a meme. I know it's been a meme. Like
Jimmy G and the Handsome Boys.
I know it's kind of a meme that like they were undefeated and everyone was like 49ers best team in the league, but they actually look super good, to be honest.
Yeah, they're one of the better ones.
Their run game is straight up ridiculous.
They're back, dude.
The boys are certainly back in town.
Ariana had Josh Jacobs on her bench with 29 points.
Yeah, so Ariana would have absolutely smoked him if she had started
Corey Davis over
Josh Jacobs over Wayne Gallman or Corey Davis in the flex. But here's the thing. I benched Josh Jacobs in Dynasty because he was facing the Bears. And if you've seen Josh Jacobs play, you know that he does not get the pass catching work and he can be touchdown dependent. And if you ask me if I thought that he would have 2 rushing touchdowns against the Bears, I would say no, he would not. But for somehow he torched the Bears for 123 yards and 2 touchdowns.
So, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah, it was completely unexpected.
There were some weird like score outcomes. I think Chiefs game and the fact that the Raiders randomly have just arrived into being decent is weird.
A lot of gigantic fantasy performances this week.
Yeah. Breida on Maloney's bench with 27.9 because he's the fastest man to ever walk the earth.
Yeah. I had Matt Breida last year. He did me well. I like that guy.
They've all got glass bones in that backfield, though.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's going to be a revolving door between the hospital and the starting lineup for their running backs. All right, moving on to the next matchup. Congratulations, Maloney. We have Crispy defeating Neon 148-120. Crispy moves up to 4-1. Neon falls to 2-3. And this was a pretty high-scoring game. Great week for both teams. Obviously, the standout of this matchup is Amari Cooper for Crispy with 39.6 points. And he also had Chris Godwin with 31.5. Phillip Lindsay, 24.7. George Kittle, 20.8.
Yeah, Godwin has become the wide receiver 1 for that offense, and it makes me sad.
I have, in my family league, the one where I'm just dominating 12-year-olds, I have Godwin and Evans.
Mm-hmm.
And I just started both of them last week. Because I was like, listen, dude, like, I don't know which one of them is going to go off. And my team is legit nuts. So we have one extra flex spot. But starting both of them, obviously Mike Evans put up the 0, and I still put up 197 points.
This close.
Which felt bad. My points per week is 191.6 right now.
Well.
So yeah, that was Crispy's got DJ Chark on his bench too. Could have
Chark nasty.
It could have sat Philip Dorsett, who got the goose, for Chark.
Who is this dude?
Who, Chark or Dorsett?
Is he a rookie?
No, this is his second season for the Jaguars. And him and Minshew just have a crazy connection, apparently.
Gotcha.
So he's super. Crispy's got the young wide receiver boys on his bench, dude. McLaurin and Chark. I love Scary Terry, and I am so mad that I did not get him in either league.
OSU boys.
I'm furious about it, especially because he's OSU Buckeye boy for life, like me.
Shout out.
A big shout out to the Buckeyes right now. We're winning the Natty this year, baby. All right, and that will do it for our recap of the Redraft League.
Trash talk.
And we're going to go ahead and get into the trash talk. We got little to no trash talk this week.
I say we trash talk all of them for not sending in trash talk.
Okay.
Idiots.
We could do
That's all I
something
gotta
like
say.
that. All right. So, you can read Alex to Matt Rich.
Okay. Alex says to Matt Rich in this week's trash talk, I see my comrade has fallen in love with Patriot dogs. While your RB and defense have emerged victorious, my fellow, am I saying this right, proles?
Sure.
My fellow proles will win day when Comrade Baker gets another flag planted in his babushka by Hawks of Seattle, and man carrying oversized lunch pail sees Comrade Old Greg steal all his precious targets. That's a marathon to get through.
Yeah, bro. That's why I had you read that one. It was long. But solid
Also,
trash
like,
talk.
Broken Russian
Yeah. I love it.
name. Hurt my brain for a
I
second.
love it. Alex sticking with the communism theme.
Comrade Baker.
You can read Crispies to me as well.
Crispy says to Tyler, no trash talk. I hope you had a wonderful anniversary, but I'm still going to beat you, my goblin friend. That's another goblin. We've kept this consistent. In each week.
Yep. I have Crispy in both leagues. Crispy, thank you for the first half. Megan and I's anniversary was yesterday. And for the second half, Crispy, fuck you. But
Very romantic.
moving on, Peter says to Maloney, our point difference on the year is 165.34. I would have to die and not change my lineup for the next 10 years before you ever catch up to that.
That catch you off guard.
Yeah, I was reading ahead of where I was speaking, and it just made me laugh. That was a really good
I
one.
would have to die.
that got me, dude. That was really funny. All right, I guess to Crispy, I will say no trash talk this week, Crispy. I hope you're having a wonderful week, but you are most definitely not going to beat me, you ogre freak.
Whoa. Are we introducing a new consistent name?
I mean, listen, I'm just saying what I think. I'm not trying to start any trends here. And then, I actually just got a message from everybody that did not submit any trash talk. So that would be Scopa, Taylor. Peyton, do you have trash talk?
No comment.
Peyton, Matt Rich. Wow, Matt Rich even sent this. That's crazy. Megan, Maloney, Ariana, Neon. They all just messaged me at the same time. And keep in mind, this includes Matt Rich. And they all said, wow, marriage is 6-19 all time. How about that? So, a lot of last minute trash talks coming in. And just to keep you all updated as to what's going on with Marriage's record, we've invited them on the show countless times. He's
called his various names.
He refuses with all this volatility and hostility, and he just refuses to come on here and clear his name. I don't get it.
He sent me a video of him punching small dogs in response.
Yeah, I saw that video as well. Very graphic. A lot of dogs, a lot of punches.
I don't know how you give that many dogs and could punch that fast.
Seriously, he must have adopted every dog at 10 shelters. It was so many puppies that he was just punching. So Matt Rich, listen, next week you can come on and defend yourself.
Puncher.
and it's on you at this point, Marich. Like we obviously are journalists that pride ourselves on the ethics of journalism and integrity, and you seem to just resort to hurling insults at anybody who uncovers the truth, and also hurling fists at puppies. So, Marich, we hope you'll reconsider. But on that note, we are going to go ahead and move into the Dynasty League.
The most important matchup.
Yeah, so we're gonna skip the first matchup here because it's we're trying to save some time here. It's not very important, this first matchup. No. It's not, who's got to talk about it.
Here's the thing: is that now everybody has a win in Dynasty now too, because 2 weeks straight I beat you. 141.64 to 105.64. I have defeated Tyler 2 weeks straight. I'm 2-0 against Tyler. I've never lost to Tyler once ever in anything in my life. And that's facts. Hello?
Okay, on to the next matchup here.
Did you mute me?
No, I just didn't talk.
Oh,
I was just going to see how long you were going to go for.
No, dude, let's talk about it.
Okay, dude, listen up. All right, we'll talk about it, bro.
Talk about it over here.
Adam,
you got 106 points on your bench.
Yeah, dude, I seen it.
But we also have way deeper benches. So it's nice.
I was also the fool who benched Josh Jacobs, even though honestly that's not a foolish move. It's just like unfortunate that I thought I was making a good move and then it turned out to be a bad move. You know what I mean?
I got Cooper Kupp and Thielen in both leagues, and starting them every week is the most fun ever because they just put up dumb points.
Yeah,
I got 26.7 from them.
Yeah, my best wide receiver is this guy named DeAndre Hopkins, who I was told was like top 2 wide receiver in the league, but I don't know.
All he does is choke slam people now. That's his main job.
I think he's exceeded his projections one time, and that was in week 1. So.
Yep. A lot of the first round wide receivers are busted.
Yeah, it feels really bad.
Hopkins, Evans.
Davante Adams is borderline, depending on when he comes back from that toe injury.
Speaking of good wide receivers that are bust because of injury, AJ Green, you hear that he might get traded?
That would be dope for AJ Green owners.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine unless he goes to the Dolphins, there really is nowhere worse they can send him. Maybe Redskins, but it's close.
Yeah. Maybe the Skins. The Bengals are, I think, the worst team in the league right now.
I think Dolphins are far and away the worst, and then like
I don't even really think of them as a team, like because
dude, they're
like, intentionally tanking. It's very
they're
obvious.
playing high school football out there right now. But yeah, the Bengals are trash.
There's always a meme every year in college football community about like one of the best teams in college football being able to beat one of the worst teams in NFL, and everybody's like, "Well, it's like full NFL roster. Like, they wouldn't beat them. It's just a meme." But I genuinely think that the top 4 teams in college football right now could beat the Dolphins.
Yeah, dude, put the Dolphins out there against the Buckeye boys, and they're smoked.
Chase Young eats them up. They're just real bad.
Yeah, they're terrible. There's no other way to put it. They're awful.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Marriage's record.
Okay, I thought you were gonna diss me. That was a good one. Who will finish with a worse record? The Dolphins or Matt Rich? We shall see.
Are you against me?
On to the next matchup here. We've got Peter beating Taylor 174.4 to 117.
Jesus.
And this is another situation where Taylor's entire team fell apart around Aaron Jones.
The floor is legit collapsing around Aaron Jones' feet on this team.
Yeah.
Lockett showed up.
They're playing Team Spleef right now. And Taylor's entire team just accidentally hits the shovel right below their feet and falls into lava immediately, and Aaron Jones just wins the game of Spleef. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's Spleef reference.
That was a deep Minecraft reference. For all you real
Deep
gamers
cuts.
out there.
Deep cuts on the.
Um, but yeah, this was a battle between the Isaiah Crowell Nation Slam Sedan Award for Best Running Back of the Week and the runner-up for the Isaiah Crowell Nation Slam Sedan Award for Best Running Back of the Week, Christian McCaffrey, with 47.7 points.
And it's not even close.
Christian McCaffrey is a freak shack.
He's a freak.
He
How's
is.
this dude not injured yet? He runs the ball 1,000 times a game.
Bro. And this dude's doing half front flips into the end zone, landing on his tailbone, and just popping up, doing a snow angel.
176 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, and 61 receiving yards.
The dude is a freak. They're
But
like,
I will say, Aaron Jones had 75 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns.
that's so. Aaron Jones was literally, obviously Jamal Williams being injured put Aaron Jones in like the perfect spot to just get every single goal line carry.
I think they're just gonna let him do that now, though.
I do not think that they will.
You don't think so?
I do not. They had exactly even snap counts before Jamal Williams got concussed, and I think that when he comes back, it'll be the same thing.
But the thing is that if there was a time where Green Bay is hoping that he'd prove himself again, it would be. I think they would have already changed it. Definitely, I kind of agree with you. But if there's a game for them to change their mind on what the snap count should be, it would be this one, because Dallas isn't a bad team. Their defense isn't bad, and he still had 100+ yards, 4 touchdowns, and 75 receiving yards.
Yeah,
And,
but
like,
that's just the thing. Like, I don't think it's them waiting for him to prove himself. I think that they just do not want to ride one running back all game. I think that it's a decision that they want to split the workload.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No matter who the hot hand is, but we shall see.
Someone hit Jamal Williams in the head with a hammer again.
Dude, he might as well got hit in the head with a hammer, bro. Yeah, Taylor just got smoked. Really nothing more to say about it.
Sammy Watkins got hurt in the beginning of the game, so rip your 0 points right there.
Yeah, that's a 0 from Samantha
OBJ
Watkins.
is the worst wide receiver to ever be in the league, and I hate him more than anything in the world.
I was gonna say I respect Taylor for still playing Daniel Jones versus the Vikings, even though they have a great pass D. But he had Baker on the bench, so I mean, his QB scenario really not great.
He also has Haskins.
Yeah, I don't think Haskins will maybe ever be a startable fantasy quarterback.
He's not that good, honestly, and it makes me sad.
It's tough to tell when he's on the Redskins and they just throw him in at the end of a game, like throw him to the Wolves when they're already getting smoked. But yeah, I don't know, dude.
I watched him in preseason, and he didn't look good.
No, he looked bad in preseason. Bad.
If he's gonna be a player that like.
He's gonna be one to take a slow development.
Yeah,
for sure.
Maybe. He's huge. He's got a monster arm. He was nuts in college, but I just don't know if it'll translate.
Well, either way, Buckeyes for life. And
Buckeyes for life.
Moving on to the next matchup, we have Scopa. I think Scopa actually just earned himself a new position as the janitor of the Sub 100 Club. Because he's in there the most, making the most mess, so it's only fitting that he should be cleaning up after other people's messes after their short stays in the Sub 100 Club. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Scopa losing to Matt Rich 97-157. And Scopa just continues to have his heart ripped out of his chest.
And stomped on.
Yeah.
It's a close race, Scopa, but I will say that there's one thing you can take away. It's the nail-biter victory you have in the bench. 63.2 to 62.0.
Wow, Scopa, hey, if we were doing bench victories, you would have won that one. So that's something to think about.
Tyler Boyd with the 1-2-3, bro. 123 receiving yards.
Tyler Boyd is nice this season.
And somehow, the Bengals still lose that game.
I mean, I wouldn't say somehow, really.
Life finds a way.
Because, like, Tyler Boyd is, like, the only good player on the Bengals.
Dude, what the heck? Andy Dalton.
Listen, you're not doing a podcast with Crispy right now, bro, all right? Andy Dalton is not my favorite player. The Bengals are not my favorite team. Just because they still come out and play every week, even though they know they're going to lose. Also, I did just disrespect Joe Mixon, and I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, that was kind of messed up.
I love Joe Mixon.
Do you? I wouldn't say that because he's not a good person.
Oh, is he actually not?
No.
Alrighty, I don't love Joe Mixon, but
Pick it up.
I had him last season in redraft, and he did me well. But Joe Mixon,
as a player, he's good.
You suck, bro.
Yeah, he's charged with assault.
This Scopa's team didn't really like. A lot of his players were at their projections. It's just a few of them, namely T.Y. Hilton and Keenan Allen, just dropped below their projection pretty handsomely.
Monster games this week.
Yeah,
was projected like 200 something at one point.
Matt Rich legitimately just absolutely dinged off in both leagues.
There's a sleeper game though on highest score this week that I just did not realize, but somebody just went absolutely bananas. And we'll get to that though. But yeah, Matt Rich was. I thought I was gonna get curbed into the street with the first 200-point game by Matt Rich, and I was really scared.
Yeah, dude. All right, so Matt Rich winning that game moves up to 3-2. Scopa falls to 1-4, and we're gonna move on to the next matchup here. It is Neon
with a monster game
beating Alec 183 to 145.
It's got to be the big dunk swing off.
Neon is the highest scoring team of the week, moving up to 3-2. Alec falls to 1-4, and this is the big dong swing off of the week.
Yeah, Alec had a good game, dude.
Alec's team had a great game, fantastic game.
There's not a single one of Neon's wide receivers that is below 30.
Yeah, he had
31.5.
Yeah,
Amari Cooper at 39, and Michael Thomas at 41.
Nuts. Insane performance from this dude's wide receivers.
I made the mistake of being afraid of drafting Amari Cooper at his draft price because
I think that we all did.
Fasciitis, but I was wrong.
I was personally afraid to draft Amari Cooper because of his boom bust nature last season. I was a fool.
Yeah, he's just good, and the Raiders legitimately are just suffocating the good players.
Yeah.
I think that's what we can take away from that. The Raiders cannot develop their players.
Yeah, that's for sure. This season may be a different story, though. We got the Waller coming up.
The Waller is, but like Khalil Mack and Amari Cooper, I feel like it's just crazy that team.
Oh, bro, they both left and went to ding off.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Neon for his forward-thinking stance with his kicker.
Yeah, that's great of you, Neon.
Playing Matt Gay.
Neon is out here representing the LGBTQ community.
I didn't know Matt Rich was a kicker.
Oh my God, bro. Okay. That's -1 good league mate point for Peyton.
Oh no.
Yep. Right, sorry, bro. You're down there with Scopa in the -1 good league mate points.
Well.
So I hope that makes you think, bro.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to have a sit down about that.
With yourself?
Yep.
Gonna have to talk to that guy. All right, so Neon, good game. I'm happy to see you do well. Because you're so old, of course. Okay. Next matchup was an absolute decimation.
This is the biggest blowout I think we've seen.
Crispy absolutely dunked on Maloney 176 to 82.
This is straight up a beating, dude.
Maloney was under the rim, and Crispy literally threw it off the backboard to himself and did a 720 behind the back slam dunkaroo on his forehead.
And the crazy part is that he was wearing cleats too, because he got kicked in the mouth with his cleats. And
Yeah.
then he's like, this dude's got cleats on the b-ball court, but he's just spiked up.
Yep, Maloney got spiked to the face on the insane dunking that Crispy gave him this week. Let's just go through Crispy's lineup here. Russell Wilson, 29.9. DJ Chark, 36.4.
Dr. Laundry.
Jarvis Landry, 11.5. Man, whatever. Dalvin Cook, 25.8. Sony Michel.
First game ever. First good game.
First good game. 21.3. Spoiler alert, he would go on this week to have a bad game. But and then Philadelphia defense, 35 points.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. Started him in 2 leagues.
And then let's go over the stinkers for Maloney. Mike Evans with the 0. Brandon Cooks with the 6.6. Wayne Gallman Jr. with the 1.4, of course, after getting himself concussed after 2 carries.
What's up with, speaking of concussions, did you see Mason Rudolph get turned into a vegetable on the field? Or
yes, bro. That was like horrible.
Yeah, he literally went
Juju was literally crying on the field. Like, that's how bad it was.
Yeah, he took a nap.
He was literally out before he hit, like, he was out the second he got hit, before he hit the ground. Just fell limp to the ground. Awful scene. And then it just showed you the how good the NFL is at running things, that they brought the cart out to cart him out, obviously, because he just got his melon smashed. And they drove the cart out to midfield. Cart didn't work after that.
What's up with that? And then also, I don't know if you remember 2 weeks ago that some of the stage speakers on the field caught on fire.
I saw that.
Fire.
Dude, it's going crazy. Fiesta. Yeah, it's definitely a clown fiesta. It's going wild at the NFL, but who knows, bro? Hopefully they figure it out.
At the NFL.
Yeah, bro.
I just want to say that I'm sorry, Maloney, for kind of kicking you while you're down, but your bench outscored you 20 points.
Yikes, bro. That's brutal.
30 points. No, yeah, 30 points, sorry.
Maloney's IR is stacked, though. He's got Saquon and A.J. Green on his IR. That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, Maloney, better days are hopefully in store for you, but that's a gigantic L that you just took.
I think the minus 50 points went to the wrong game.
I think Yahoo automatically deducted 50 points from this. They must have. Like, I don't know what could have happened for this much of an absolute WWE Friday Night SmackDown to go on like this.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Yeah.
No free ads. WWE, hit me up.
We'll do a webcam podcast of us dressed in wrestling outfits if we get sponsored.
Yes, that's 100% facts. All right, and we're going to just move on into the trash talk.
All right. You got it. You got Alex.
You want to read Crispy to me?
Yeah. Crispy says to Tyler, you may have the Pats defense, but in this league, I'm the reverse Scopa. You'll somehow underperform and hand me the victory. So don't get your little goblin hopes up.
Dude, that was low-key way more of a roast on Scopa than it was on me, dude. This dude said I'm the reverse Scopa, bro. Crispy is, of course, saying that because I already had the Pats defense play, and they got me 27 points against the Giants last night. And Crispy had Sony Michel play, got 13.3 points. So we'll see how this matchup shakes out. Tune in next week to figure it out. But okay. Alec says to Peter, Comrade Dong, as I told my enemies in other league, I do not fear this man carrying comically large lunch pail. It will be soon before his body breaks as he tries to win games as only one man. Only a true team can win, as only the workers can prevail.
God
Alec,
bless the USSR.
sticking with the communism approach.
You want to read this one too?
Yes. Peter says to Alec, I'm gonna Justin Tucker you in to your retirement home bed, oldie. Also, communism is a flawed system which cannot work. However, we haven't given socialism enough time to prosper. Crispy, probably, is who he quotes on that one. All right, that was a really good one. Peter had some good trash talk this week.
Yeah. Didn't he? No, that was Scopa that got the -1 good.
Yes,
league mate point.
Scopa was. You and Scopa are currently at -1 good league mate points.
I think that I don't deserve that.
Cool. Keep thinking it. Maybe it'll prevent you from making any bad league mate decisions in the future.
Okay.
All right, now you can read yours to Matt Rich. Oh, you want me to read it?
Yeah.
Peyton says to Matt Rich, communist sympathizer, you suck. SUK. And then
you gotta narrate the face.
There's a frowny face here.
Now, what sound would that mouth make though?
I don't know what that face is.
Do you need me to retype it?
If you want.
There it is.
Okay, you just it's the same.
Wait, hold on. I got you.
It's a colon and then a capital L. So I don't know. Oh, okay. You just put it way bigger on the bottom there. Is that the tongue on the bottom?
Do you see the second part of that?
The second part of it? What do you like?
The big L, like the one you took from me.
God damn it.
I got you so good.
Podcast is canceled. That's it.
Yeah,
all right.
God.
You know what? We'll see you guys next week. Sorry for this episode being a little bit scuffed. We were very busy this week. And also, just a side note, I'm holding tryouts for a new co-host as a position has recently opened up. So just send in your resumes and
requirements is being able to eat a whole watermelon within 10 minutes and also being able to punch through steel.
Yeah. So right. Just if you meet those requirements, let me know. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck in your matches this week. We love you. Peace.